PingSunday has the special permission of Coach Chen Kangning. Please don't upload the video without the permission of Coach Chen and PingSunday.
Put your whole body into the shot. Then don't push your hand forward. Just keep your hand steady. That's good. Put your whole body into the shot. Right. And if you toss the ball like this, it will be straighter. You won't need to toss it at an angle. Why is an angled toss considered a fault? It's all about generating force together. But if I toss it straight, I'm not being sneaky. If I use my body to generate power on the shot, isn't that also combining forces? Isn't finding a person or having someone find the ball to different things? Isn't that the point? Look, I'm charging towards the ball. Did I generate enough force? Why do I have to generate force like this? Isn't that generating force? This isn't a foul, right? Isn't the purpose of your diagonal serve to generate force? Okay. Are you just letting the ball move on its own? This hand generates power for the ball. Letting it bounce on its own. Do you understand what I'm most afraid of? It's prone to errors, and it won't have any speed. The spin will be weak too. Why aren't you putting any force into it? You're just letting it move with you. Even if there's a little bit of speed, there's no spin, right? Good. What am I doing? How am I focusing my power on the ball? That moment of power is what makes the difference. This is what we call concentrated force. It's just like a topspin shot. Can you keep up with him? Can you produce quality shots? What's the state of the topspin? It restores that moment of concentrated friction. Serving is the same. Instant friction concentration. There's no such thing as going with the ball. You still need to send it off a bit. No need for that, right? The instant friction concentration has ended. You say I pushed it up, right? Isn't it also just a moment? Do I have a long time? No, I don't. Did I send it forward? Did I send it like this? There is none. The end. When preparing to throw the ball, the center of gravity is on the left. Then throw it to the right foot. But I don't turn around, do I? I am just in the process of throwing the ball. Just from the left foot to the right foot. Isn't this a good way to create distance from the ball? Let's turn back. Left foot, right foot, turn around. Now am I relying on projectile motion? When serving, your butt should lean back. How can you expect to produce quality like that? I'm just saying you shouldn't push your hand forward, but the body actually moves out. Do you understand? Look at my whole body in this position. You often serve balls like this now. It's going out, right? It's anticipated to go out. Pushing and looping are a category of techniques. Looping is purely a vertical technique. Flicking and ripping are a type of technique. They combine vertical and horizontal techniques. Is looping purely vertical? Also, young players who haven't learned flicking yet should practice these techniques during their introduction. What technique is this? Is pushing purely vertical? This is a category of technique. When you shift your center of gravity and step across, it's quite easy to send your hips back. This is something to pay special attention to. You need to consciously tuck in your hips and tighten your core, right? As soon as you tuck in your hips, your focus will align immediately. All your power will be unleashed. Yes, that's great. For the forehand, I'm storing energy. Then, shift your center of gravity and step back. Do you think you only need to step across in this position? Actually, your abdomen and waist, including your glutes, need to work together. It's all about coordinating your hip power. During the process of shifting your weight, you need to engage your core and slightly tighten your glutes. If your stomach is loose, your glutes will end up pushing back. naturally causing you to lean backward. So, the core isn't just one specific area, right? For example, forehand. That's a foul. Throwing the ball onto the paddle. Do you think I'm relying on a high toss to find the paddle? Is that what it is? Or am I trying to toss it as straight as possible when the tosser steps back? Isn't it the same for someone looking for the ball to generate force, you see? Isn't it obvious when someone is looking for the ball? So in that case, am I neither committing a foul nor generating force? Originally, your foul serve involves a high toss to find the paddle, right, to create force. Now let's avoid any fouls. We need to throw the ball a bit straighter. Isn't it different when the racket player has to chase the ball? Even if it looks like a collaboration, it can still spin a lot. This is called a vertical and horizontal impact, right? Then use the leverage to generate force, vertical and horizontal. Although the movement range is small, you can clearly see that it's not just a simple forward friction. It's a fast forward impact on the ball, going outward. Isn't it obvious? Good pull. Is it purely going forward? Isn't it going forward and outward? It's another case of vertical plus horizontal. So, you can find similarities between the techniques. You can also find the differences. You see, my push is purely vertical. A flick is vertical combined with horizontal. You don't quite understand this. First, you're confusing your own technique. Second, you're teaching kids.
Read more about table tennis on my blog, PingSunday.com. Get free ebook and coaching advices. See you in the next video.